There's a part of my life that I don't share much because of the emotion that it brings. It's been about 30 years ago. And, I talked about the story to, friends and family, and they've just always encouraged me, John, you need to share your story. It's just what you've been through. You can help a lot of people. It's really painful to go and think about it because, it's past me now. It's past, it's gone. So, but I feel that it's important to get the message out there. I was working in my garage about over 30 years ago. I was putting up sheetrock. And it was a tough day. Obviously, if anybody ever laid sheetrock, it's super heavy and very awkward. So got done with the day and, went to bed, got up in the morning, something felt off. I felt like I might have strained something. I said, man, you got a strain or something. And I said, I better go check this out. So I went to the doctor and just figured, I had a hernia or something. He checked it out and kind of had this concerned look on his face. I'm thinking, what's he? It's just, big deal. It's a strain or something. So he called a urologist and set an appointment for me. So I wasn't quite sure what was going on, but he said, we just need to check it out. It's just, we don't know what, could be something else, but he didn't really allude to what it was. So I didn't really ask any questions because I wasn't thinking anything. So went to the urologist and he looked at me and checked me out, gave me a physical, and he says, we need to do a biopsy. And I said, what do you mean biopsy? And I knew what a biopsy was, but man, just at that time, I just totally got cold. And I said, okay, for what? She says, well, you've got a lump, and we feel, it could be something, it could be benign, could be. I don't know if he said it could be cancer. It possibly did, but really knocked me to my knees because I had a baby on the way, and I had a son, little 2-year-old son. I thought, what the heck? How could this be happening to me? So, and later, kind of looking back at all this, and obviously then it didn't really mean a lot because I didn't understand what was going on, but it really shaped the way I looked at life, my entire life, and the time I spent with my kids and the things that I did, things that I didn't do, things that I put off before that I started embracing. So that's really the lesson that I want to talk about moving forward. I want to share it with you, and hopefully this will help some of you if you're having the same issues, same concerns, that you do go get checked out, and you do, I guess, encourage you to realize that it's survivable, but it's not easy. And there's a lot of things that I did over the years to keep my health. And as I'm older now, I look back at it and you kind of wonder if you had to go through that to teach you things later in life. It's like, I don't want to say it's a blessing, but I don't know where I'd be right now. I'm not saying I would be in a bad place, but I don't know how I'd be approaching life if I didn't go through this. So it definitely did change me, and I think for the better. So, well, you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.